Hey gamers, Don here from Tino, taking a look at The Mooseman by developer Vladimir Beletsky and Mikhail Shpachko. Sorry if I'm butchering that. And publisher Sometimes You. The Mooseman is yet another reminder that video games can in fact function as mediums of artistic expression. Previously available only on Steam, the game has finally made its way to console, and for the modest price of $6.99 USD or your regional equivalent, you can lose yourself in the atmosphere, carefully constructed by a haunting soundtrack, simplistic art style, and contrast of light and dark. The Mooseman is one of those strange indie games that everyone should play at least once. Let's be honest, your afternoon Starbucks pick-me-up costs more and won't keep you as engaged, nor will it leave you with the satisfaction of seeing a story through to its close. Jokes aside, if you're the type who enjoys foreign lore and monochromatic color palettes, you're in good hands. The Mooseman tells the legend of a titular Mooseman. The Mooseman is a legend that The Mooseman tells the legend of the titular Mooseman, a father of 7 who travels through the middle world, the land of the living, the lower world, the land of the dead, and the upper world, the land of the old gods. According to the game itself, this game is an artistic reconstruction of the myths that form the foundation of the artifacts of the Permian animal style. The myths and lore of the Komi Permians, Komi Zurians, Mansi, and Sami people were the basis for the reconstruction. The artifacts represented in the game are stored in the regional museums of Perm. The blocks of text between scenes, read in Russian by default, though there are several other language options, aren't the optimal means of presentation. Still, they're necessary to understand what's going on in an extremely minimalistic game, and in my opinion, the language is beautiful, so it was nice to hear while I read along.
Яшку везменам, щутуще змущилам видмаса. И вилищ туманлан пемутас щижим чапка сожребий. Куем мир бариама свечища, куем мирозданнелан шибрас. Шондилищ била муфтыш сылан куйлан туйпонда.
The majority of the game is played like a side-scrolling walking simulator, with a few simple puzzles thrown in for good measure. These include moving platforms to proceed or elude a dangerous foe, activating switches, and lining up pieces of an image to match one provided. None of these are particularly mind-breaking, but it's enough to break up the tedium of pressing forward on the D-pad the entire time. The game's main draw is the ability to switch between planes of existence, denoted by the headgear that appears on your character, as well as the shift between the balance of white and black. It's a visual feast for the eyes, and I found myself swapping between the two at random just to see what could await me on the other side. The game will take you only a couple of hours to play through, though you'll get more time out of it if you pick up every bit of lore. It's easy to play through in one sitting because you'll want to see more. You'll want to know what happens to the Mooseman and his sons, and you'll want to see more of the weird and fantastic universe in which the game is set. If you want to make the most of your playthrough, there are collectibles that I mentioned earlier, those artifacts, that are vibrantly colored in contrast to your surroundings. If you think that makes them easy to spot, you're correct to a degree. Many of those collectibles are hidden in clever ways, however, and will not only require you to have a keen eye for detail, but also quick reflexes. Final verdict? Highly recommended. If you like strange and wonderful indie games, The Mooseman is an easy recommendation. The game will stay with you after you've completed it, whether it's because of a memorable cinematic moment or the combination of orchestral score and dynamic presentation. Stay in the know.